It's Sunday, October 23rd. And I'm making this post. I made a post a while ago that I said was my Independence Day when I set myself free from my toxic family and from my toxic community and all the bullshit going on. You know what I'm saying? Because I love my people, my country, my city. I'm a New Yorker from the top of my head to the bottom of my feet. But I also believe in honesty. You know what I'm saying? I'm not a perfect person, but I ain't gonna let nobody feed me and my people and my country shit and call it chocolate pudding. And that's why I'm speaking up. I'm speaking up for poor Junior Guzman, who was killed by them vicious gangs, foreign gangs. I'm speaking up for poor Jason Perez, who was murdered on the corner by five local gangbangers in the local corner store right here on 170. And it was quickly forgotten about, hushed up. The media came out here and did a couple sound bites. See, media, and y'all are part of the poison and part of the problem too. And I can speak on it because I was trained as a journalist. So I'd love to see any of you so-called reporters when y'all are really just, paid spokesmodels, who come out and do these very wishy-washy, watered down. Basically, what are y'all doing out there? Y'all give a little info, and you definitely make sure you always focus on the fear mongering and the pain and all of that, so you get the ratings, But y'all don't add to the solution. I can recall y'all coming up here when poor Jason Perez was murdered this summer. That was like the beginning of July, end of June, and they came and the police, and they did what they usually do. They did their little interviews with a couple local people. Oh yeah, we'll keep you updated. Bullshit. They ain't keeping nobody up. They don't care. It happens so much. They're used to it. All they want to do is report on the next story and get on to the next tragedy. Just like my poor murdered sister, Cheryl Outerbridge. That's what y'all did with poor murdered Jason Perez. And I can speak on it because the New York Times reporter, Sarah Neer, came to the funeral parlor when my sister was being buried. When her service was. Remember Sarah Neer? And I took you out of the parlor because my sister's friends and her people and the family was going to bust your ass because you walked in there with your blonde, pretty self asking very personal questions about my sister and her tragic murder, her scandalous murder, and they didn't know you who you was or that you was a journalist. I did because I was trained as one. I took you out because they was getting ready to whip your ass, miss. I don't know if you knew it or not. You probably didn't know because you used to walking in on people's pain and tragedy and asking very personal questions so you can get your ratings or sell newspapers or whatever else the fuck it is y'all want, and then bye. And when I tried to talk to you later about what was happening over here with the gangs, you dismissed me. You said it wasn't important. I guess you was waiting for them to murder me. Huh? Is that what you was waiting for? Then you did the story about how my sister was murdered and how I was murdered too, right? Bite me. Suck 10 dicks. So now, that's what I want y'all to know, that this is a very important post, because see, I used to think like a lot of y'all. I used to think it was black versus white. I used to think it was gay versus straight. I used to think it was Muslim versus Christian versus Catholic versus atheist versus Jew versus whatever. All of that. And you know what I came to realize? This was my personal. I used to think it was legal versus illegal. I ain't gonna lie. I didn't like all the legals coming across the border at one point, but guess what? I matured. I evolved. You know what I'm saying? I raised my level of awareness and I learned some things. See, I don't think that I can't learn or that I'm a know-it-all. I'm smart. I'm a smart, very smart person, but I like to learn, and I learned some things here on this block. Believe it or not, yeah, from being around here. You know what I learned? That there is look, like, everything is not negative, or everybody is not a predator or perfect. There's good people all across the globe. That's what I learned here. I used to think all illegals were bad. Sure. But I learned here. I came to learn. I realized, 'cause there's some situations, for example, Low Long. Everybody may not know Lo Long, the biggest crocodile ever caught in the Philippines. Horrifying. Well, he was like 20, 25 feet long. If I lived there and I saw Lo Long, yeah, I'd illegally immigrate across the border too to get away from that or any other horrifying thing. Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. So I can't understand certain things. And that's why now I'm reaching out because I'm trying to unify. I have a plan to unify people and to protect these children and women, well, the children mainly, but to help the women learn how to protect themselves and teach their children how to protect themselves. Because that's what I've been doing. I'm an expert in that. I'm an expert on these city streets as safety, security, protecting myself, protecting my family. You know what I'm saying? I did that. I held off these gangbangers. I stood against them right here. The videos is up. YouTube, Renee Jimenez. YouTube, Crystal Clear Eyes. When they wanted to do pedophile shit on my daughter. My daughter was 12 at the time, and she's the one who told me. So I don't want to hear no bullshit from nobody about nothing. Go to the videotapes. But in the meantime, I want y'all people to know what the real battle we fighting here is not none of that stuff I mentioned earlier. You know what it is? It's the corrupt versus the incorrupt. It's the users and takers versus the givers. It's the people who will manipulate you and who will be opportunists and prey upon you versus those who they are preying upon. And those who are standing in between. Do you realize we're standing in between a lot of predators and our children and our women? And that's important to stand for. Yeah, I will stand for that. I'll be a lightning rod for that. You know what I'm saying? Because you got to look back to the past, yo. Listen, we had people who stood up for our people and they lost their life for it. Whether it was Malcolm X, whether it was Martin Luther King, whether it was Harriet Tubman. Do you understand me? Well, see, that's one of the reasons I wear my hair like this, y'all. Number one, because I don't care. After my sister was murdered and then, my head was busted defending my daughter from gangbangers, I didn't care about hair. Nah, I cared about payback. But, I got past that. I said, you know what? My daughter's okay, so I'm going to leave that alone. We'll let bygones be bygones. Sure, you're right. But, whatever, my daughter's okay. But then I said, I'm going to leave my hair like that. Because I wasn't, I have a staple in my head for them gangbangers attacking me. The same ones who killed Jason Perez, 17-year-old Jason Perez on the corner. Same type who killed poor Junior Guzman. Same type of trash like that black American dude who ran up on that poor police officer, female police officer on the 4th of July, right here up there about 183rd Wild Wild West, where I used to live right up there. Yeah, and shot her in the head and she's sitting in the doggone police vehicle doing paperwork, for God's sake. That's what it is about. It's about those who will destroy, they will take, they will harm, they will snatch your life, or they will, do horrible sexual things to your kid, and those who would stand against that. And I don't mind being a lightning rod for that. Anybody who want to stand and who's in fear, you walk these streets in fear, you fear for your children or for your safety as a woman. Yeah, I stand for that. Yes, I do. That's why I leave my hair like that. Because, see, I'm doing the Don King on y'all. While y'all looking at the hair, I'm moving forward plans to teach kids how to stay safe on these streets just like I did. I'm an expert at that. I'm also an expert at writing and journalism. I'm one of the baddest writers on the planet, one of the flyest, freshest, most unique, awe-inspiring writers on the planet. And guess what I'm going to do? This whole week right here. Yeah, see, this is the week. This is an important week to me. I know y'all don't care. My mother's birthday and my sister's birthday, all within 1 week. My mother was born October 20th and my sister October 21st. October 27th. My sister October 27th. 1 week apart. So see what I'm going to be doing now. I'll spend this week probably reading from what I wrote about my sister when she was murdered. Cheryl Smile, in life and in death. Okay? It took me 4.5 months almost 5 months before I could write about what happened to my sister. It was so devastating. It ripped my heart apart. I don't have any heart anymore. I just got a black hole there after I see my sister in the morgue like that, beat to death, over bullshit when she was trying to leave a bad relationship. She made a bad choice. She was trying to leave it, and she was kidnapped off the street by the two morons, taken back to the house and beat to death, This is the type of people I'm standing against. The people who murdered poor Jason Perez, and now they walk around and you know what the only thing they really upset about with me is because I talk about how they men tried to violate my daughter, and I talk about how they kids murdered poor Jason Perez, 5 of these gangbanging kids, and then just ran back home. Their parents ain't reveal what they did. Nobody revealed what they did. They fine with it. They're corrupt. They're fine with that. See, that's what I'm standing against. It's the corrupt versus the uncorrupt. It's those who would hurt women and children or use women and children, or they come and they bringing all these drugs. Now, see, I'm not no DEA, but when they doing shit like they bringing drugs across the border in looking like candy form, fentanyl, looking like candy to market to the children, you're fucked up. You're fucked up. What a grown person do, that's their business. If they want to do a drug or they want to fuck a hoe or whatever the fuck, that's their business. I don't get involved in nobody's business. I don't care who you fucking in your bedroom. I don't even want to know. As long as it ain't a kid, I don't care what you doing in your house. I don't even want to know. As long as it don't involve kids. That's it. But now y'all marketing drugs to children, and you want to know, let me let y'all know, include y'all in on why all this is going on. Everybody will go, why is this happening, the crime? Why all of this? You know why? Everything you see happening is all stuff that goes along with the drug trade. That's why. Everything that's happening is to cater to anything that will continue to let that drug trade or that drug money or that sex trafficking money and all of the payoffs, corrupt payoffs, it doesn't just happen in Mexico. It happens over here too in the USA. You know that. All politicians, right? Right? Right, Max Borders, right, on and on and on, right, Biden, right, on and on and on. It happens all over, right, yeah, so that's why all this happening, because guess what? We're not important. Our safety is not important. Only those who are in charge and running shit, the people in the government, the media, the celebrities, so-and-so like that, only their safety is important. You didn't know that? You didn't know that? Now you know it now. See, look at it like this. Look at it through the lens of what what is okay, what will allow the drugs to continue to come, what will allow the sex trafficking to continue to come, what will allow the human trafficking to continue to come. That's money. They look at that as money. That's money on both sides of the border, and they all getting money off of it. And they don't give a fuck about the kids that don't make it, the women that get raped, the kids that get killed. And now they want to market things like fentanyl. It look like little child vitamins. To kids, word? I ain't saying nothing when y'all, listen, over 30 years, I've been around here all around the drug game and all of that on 160 back in the day. And I've seen things and I see, but I don't see. And I keep my mouth shut just like a lot of people do. But when you start marketing shit to kids, fuck you. That could be my kids, son. When you was doing that shit with grown-ups, I don't care. I mind my business. Y'all know that. Go check my pedigree on 160, motherfuckers. Back in the 90s, my face ain't never changed. They'll tell you she was no trouble. None. Whether it was to the corrupt Popo over there, the Dirty 30, Maxwell and his white partner, who I seen do a lot of crimes on them Dominican dealers, or whether it was to the OGs or anybody out there, they'll tell you none. None of the dealers or nothing. None. And you motherfuckers want to stand against me when I'm trying to protect kids? Yeah, I wear my hair like this because I'm doing the darn king on y'all. While y'all looking at the hair, I'm plotting on teaching kids everywhere how to stay safe from you motherfuckers. Y'all ain't gonna poison my kid or rape or murder or attack my kid, period. I don't give a fuck who don't like it. YouTube, Renee Jimenez. YouTube, Crystal Clear Eyes. YouTube. Anybody who want to stand with me to protect women and kids, I don't care where you're from, legal or illegal, as long as you care about kids and women's safety. I don't care if you black, white, Spanish, or Muslim, Christian, Catholic, atheist, Jew, whatever the fuck. Let's do this because we cannot have our children in danger like this. What grown folks do is your business. I said, do what you do. Did y'all forget? I said, do what you do, but leave the kids out of it. And especially leave my kids out of it. And that's what the fuck I meant. And if y'all got a problem with that, then I guess I'll be the next Malcolm X. The next female Malcolm X, Martin Luther King, Medgar Evers, Harriet Tubman. And I'm fine with that. YouTube, Renee Jimenez, YouTube, Christian Cleareyes, YouTube. Go and see the corruption that y'all are letting in here. And that we got in here already, homegrown corruption. Let's get that clear. And then y'all let more in to tear this country apart that y'all say is the greatest country on earth that y'all fight tooth and nail to get into and then want to get in here and then tear it up along with the black American hood rat trash or the white supremacist trash or all of these. We already got extremist shit here. We trying to clean up, and then y'all want to bring more shit here and tear it apart. And this is what y'all do at what y'all call the greatest country in the world. Bite me, motherfuckers. Yeah, I'll stand against you for the kids.